time I see my yeah. You think we're not playing this in the house every morning? Every morning.
Hollywood shows, and I wanna tell you something that you probably should know. This that Slumdog Millionaire Bollywood flow, and my real friends never hearing from me, fake friends.
I'm about to do some shit that nobody has done before. I started playing padded football at the age 10. I played a lot of other sports, but football was my passion, and I was dedicated to making it to the NFL. I was blessed to be able to sign my national letter of intent to the University of Maryland, where I played for 3 years before I transferred to Boston College over FCS options. After walking on initially, I earned a scholarship, made a few plays for my team, and left with 2 degrees. My final season at Boston College did not end how I wanted it to, but after an excellent pro day performance, I was granted the opportunity to participate in the Tampa Bay Buccaneers rookie minicamp. However, I was injured at practice and was not able to continue, thus killing my football career. In the death of my football dream, I realized that the pursuit of that dream is what made me special. I'm freestyling the shit out of this. And I believe I can show the world that. I wanted to set the bar high for myself in my post-football life, so I'll be calling my next endeavor Project Gump. I want to be able to look back on my life and see that I did a variety of things, acquired a variety of skills, and achieved a variety of feats, just like Forrest Gump did. So I've created a bucket list of sorts to challenge myself. Here's the list of skills and feats. I curated it for long-term growth rather than things I could do in a few weeks. Everything I take on, from skateboarding to building my brand to reading the entire Bible, was chosen with intention, and it's going to be documented in vlog form. I believe that the beauty's in the process, and I think when we look back on these things, it'll be more about the path and getting them, and that's why I think documenting that process is important. I think it aligns with my brand's vision and message of having that athletic mentality and then applying it to all endeavors. Questions?
Hey, I want to go back to that slide where you had your personal depth list. Yeah, I want to kind of talk through that.
Yes, go.
And I want you to.
Oh, individually?
Absolutely.
It makes sense to design shoe. You want to go through the entire list?
Mm-hmm. Think about it, man. We could have saw Conor McGregor in Dublin. Mom made us feel bad about it.
You tried to exclude me and Harley.
Somebody had to watch Harley. We
No,
could
Harley.
be at an MMA
Saying
event.
that Harley should
We
come.
could be at an MMA event with a 9-year-old.
You let her watch it at the house.
But it would look bad on TV.
Oh, so you worried about what people
Yes. And what about that other deal over there? Physical, skill based.
Learn how to go, learn to take off, learn to keep people on stage, train marathon, learn to program one, learn Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, blue belt, compete in sanctioned boxing or sanctioned boxing. I just made it well-rounded. I made it as well-rounded as I could.
I think MMA over there boxing.
Yeah, but like legitimately, who am I gonna find to fight MMA without me getting knocked out? Like, I'm trying to fight like someone that's like on par with me.
All right, my question is, what do you need help? What can we help you with?
I don't think I need any help with anything really, to be honest with you. Like I'm good.
I'm about movement. Like
yeah, I'm gonna. Okay,
like,
so
I'm patient.
All right, so I'm gonna.
So
okay, I got you. I'm gonna start learning to make garments. She can help me drive a boat. I'm gonna learn to shoot. Like
you know how to drive a boat?
She's a sailor.
Yeah, sailor.
You got a good skill.
I'm gonna say that list. You gonna run through that?
Not really.
No.
I'm about checking the boxes. Like I'm about like the restaurant. Shoot, let's do that.
Yeah, but if I don't do enough research going into it, then it doesn't mean anything. You know what I mean?
Can you explain the financial side of like the income of like as you're chronicling and
It's a lifestyle.
I'm gonna be vlogging essentially,
Right.
But this is gonna be the blueprint for like, because people go on the vlog and like, oh yeah, let's go to vacation. Like no, I'm gonna be vlogging and this is what I'm going to do. It's what yeah, right. It's what I've been talking about. I'm just putting it into
the lifestyle is taking shape.
Okay, I guess I'm just wondering where the income generation comes from.
The lifestyle is a
income
generator. Like a wild poker player from Tampa.
Full buddy, maybe with the models.
Yeah.
oh that was actually
Also, that's how my man Dan did it.
Who's Dan?
Lazarian.
Bazarian.
Yeah.
Who, Under Armour?
No, he's just a poker player. He's a lifestyle rapper. As opposed to this is like I'm gonna set myself out to do this. I'm not doing a whole bunch of, you know what I'm saying, doing a bunch of grad ass and none of that. You know? Any other questions?
We have a fourth list of just random bucket list items.
Like what?
A lot of it is skills, and I feel like at the end of the day too, like part of the fun is the experience.
But that's why I made it skill based rather than
Like for example, we're about to do the Ranger.
Yeah.
Like I met Doug's dad, man, when we were at Arkansas State. And his dad came in to do jambalaya for the spring game for our football team. It's the journey. When you look back at it, like when it gets interwoven and all of that, it's the people, it's the journey, it's the relationships. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Document. I like that.
Like we're done.
You don't like that?
You see your narcotic?
No.
Lover boy.
We need album cover. Spotify Canvas.
Spotify canvas?
Yeah.
Where's that?
It's usually an 8-second video that's vertical.
Here, I can say it.
Yeah. I would just like it to be.
I can't document.
What kind of camera you got right here?
G7X.
How you doing?
Good, how are you?
What up, man? Good catch.
Come on, dog. How you doing? Hey, I gotta show you this before we start.
Oh, wow, that's okay. Whoa.
There you go. If you find it.
You know what I should have brought? A hard Arizona. Hard Arizonas is how I get in rapper mode.
Bro, I sold them Trulies too.
I don't drink those though. I'm strictly spiked Arizona. They got spiked Turners now.
Did he get it?
He told me I was just like get the Arizonas, but I was just
Like
like
Turners might be better than Arizona's.
Turner's tea is like a Pittsburgh thing, isn't it? Or it's like a regional thing. I don't know if
It's
Pittsburgh.
it's pretty
definitely
regional.
over
You ever feel weird? Like, you ever say name in text and then she'll like emphasize it? I'm like, what you mean by that? You know? Like, you don't get to emphasize
She
that.
doesn't have an internal dialogue, so she don't even say it in her head.
That's why she be humming.
Yeah, exactly.
That's why you hum. That's crazy. Because I don't hum because there's just so much going on in my head.
Yeah,
all
I
the
do
time.
have to go around just.
You know,
If I'm thinking about words or if I'm thinking about talking, I see the words. I don't hear them.
you know what my head looks like? You ever seen that episode of SpongeBob when he's like, what's my name? What's my name? And they're like pulling stuff out of the file cabinets.
Yeah, that's hard.
Yeah, we won.
Hey, I don't think you should zip it up that high though.
I know.
So don't just get away from it knocked out this weekend.
Bitch ass nigga, I'll slap the shit out you.
No, you won't.
Pull out new cameras and shit.
Come on, baby, we got 5 of these things.
You loaded, boy. I'm trying to get in here, bro.
They're $250.
Oh, are they?
I'm trying to get in here. My dumbass got a cap on this motherfucker.
Straight from the stage to the stage, straight from the stage to the stool. I put some racks in my pockets, yeah, till they should straight to the booth. Try one roll with two, but she can't no notice, 2-door coupe. Oh, she a fan, oh, she love little tune. Stash shit just my move.
See, listen, now when we pop out, you're never gonna catch me like this. But when we're working, fuck it. Watson,
He mad at me because he left him.
OBJ, don't let me down. Gotta get ready. OBJ with the don't let me down, crazy. But nah, they got this one with Jarvis Landry though. Him man. And then I'm telling her, I say, yeah, I got my mom watching the baby. You can go do whatever you want to do. She said, well, that's her watching her for her. I mean, for you. What about me? If she's watching her for me, she's watching her for you. Because if you were watching her, why the fuck would I ask her to watch her if you were available? Is she dumb? Get it.
You just want to have flowers in your hand.
Whatever. maybe I do.
Man Up is a workshop.
Correct.
that helps Christian men be better fathers, surrogate fathers for those they come in contact with, to father the fatherlessness in the community. And so, like, there's a variety of speakers this morning, breakout sessions, smaller groups, about a variety of topics. Being a stepdad, father and daughters. And so I'll talk about you guys, my parenting agenda, the things, decisions I made in terms of raising you guys and that type of stuff. And then I thought I would ask you guys a couple questions.
Hey, that was a real rock star, bro. We was with him 2 minutes ago.
I swear. So you gotta go now. You gotta go now.
Today I have the pleasure of introducing Coach Mike Thomas.
Man, I'm appreciative of that introduction. But man, that doesn't define me, to be quite honest with you, man. That's what I do. And so, man, I'm just as excited about being here as you guys. And really, when I open, man, I just want to kind of talk about that. I come from a broken home. And, so I have a lot of anxiety about being a dad. I didn't experience that natural relationship through the eyes of the son. You know what I mean? I just want to be the best godly father I could be for my kids. Over time, we've been doing this a number of years now. I got a different agenda when I come, just based on kind of where I am in life or where my kids are in life. My parents broke up, man, very early in my lifetime, man. I think I was 9, 10 months old. And my mother, she went back to live with her parents. And so my grandfather was my first surrogate father. You're talking about, man, that's a comfortable environment. Like growing up in your grandparents' house. When my mom didn't give me what I wanted, I told her mother. My grandfather, man, day job or description, his job on my mother's birth certificate is laborer. But man, this dude was so much more, man. He was a gardener, he was a fisherman, he was a church trustee. He didn't talk a lot. He just took me everywhere he went. My mother got her feet on the ground financially, man, and she wanted to actually parent her sons, and so she moved out of her parents' house. We were single parent kids, man, and very active and involved in just about every sport. And so then I had an opportunity, man, to gain a lot of surrogate-like fathers, man, guys in my community, guys that coached me. When I was about 10, man, my mother remarried, and man, I was fortunate enough, man, to get a dad. It was more than a stepfather. I got a dad. Man, that dude loved me like I was his. He was a big sportsman, big sports fan, but not overly athletic. I lived out his vision. He trained me and got me right-minded. Man, we had a ball. He was the coach of my Little League baseball team, and my mother could not stand either one of us during baseball season. My stepfather, man, I lost him a couple of years ago, man. Man, I had a dad. He just came into my life, man, when I was about 9 years old. And I share those stories with you because I just want you to know that outside of our own, man, we have an awesome opportunity, man, to inspire young people, man. I don't want to just be there for athletic kids. Athletes, because of their blessings, man, they get a lot of opportunities in life. You hear stories almost routinely about athletes in need getting blindsided, as I call it. But what about the little unathletic kid? I consciously, in recent years, man, have worked to gravitate toward those kids or to find avenues in a non-athletic venue. The main thing I want to talk to you about today is really interesting and cool for me because I got my 2 sons over there. That's my wife right here. You know what I mean? Like, it is so much bigger than my job. Pursuing anything at a high level, man, I tell them all the time, you're going to be missing something. But it's also cool to know and see it in them that they don't necessarily need me and everything either. It's painful sometimes, not being where you want to be, because you're where you got to be. That one on the right there, He was playing Rutgers at Rutgers. And my wife's from Jersey, and everybody in my family is at the game, and he is a freshman. He catches his first pass in college football, man, and I'm sitting in the hotel room, traveling on a away trip. You know what I mean? Man, you talking about sick? I cried like a baby. I'll tell you that. I don't know if I ever told him that. I've been in that moment. I've been that college receiver catching my first ball in the game. Like, baby, see that? You know? Through the years, man, as they pursued their passions, it's also been an opportunity for me to kind of explain that to them. Like, we'll be breaking bread, fellowshipping and all of that, and somebody will get them on the phone, and I'll always slide out to the other room and be like, hey, son, you ain't really chasing big things unless you're missing. Pride in the fact that you're the one missing. I don't pretend to know everything, certainly. They remind me of that repeatedly. The older they get, you know, the younger they were, man, the conversations were kind of one-sided. I parent probably very much like you imagine I parent. Full speed. So I'll introduce them one by one. This is an interesting group right here. This short one right here, he's mad at me because my wife is 5'1". He is mad because I married a short lady. His passion was basketball. And I let him live for the most part. I let him live for the most part. I was like, yeah, basketball game, I didn't say nothing. Good job, son, nice game. You know. But all the while, I knew this dude was a football player. At about 11th grade is when we started having the hardcore conversations like, hey, bro, like, you know you're a football player, right? This dude has always been the smartest guy in the house, fixing VCRs and so forth, in charge of all technology from the time he was about 4 or 5 years old.
What's a VCR?
Yeah, exactly. What's a VCR? Okay. This dude never got a B in his life, and we hated him for it. Never saw him do homework. Older brothers forward, we're trying to teach him to learn how to read, and we look over, this clown knows how to read. You know? He graduated from Columbia. The guy got an Ivy League kid. Legit, he actually played football at Columbia. He started listening to me about 11th grade. I've got a passion for music, performs, produces, engineers. Lives in LA right now, chasing his passion, man. I'm just glad he's here with me today, man. Mason, come on up. We do that because I'm the somewhat distaxed, misunderstood dad. You know, that's how we say goodbye. That older one over there, Michael. I forget his name is Michael. Michael Dean. We call him Dino. You ever got a kid where you watch him and it's like you're looking at yourself? And some of the things you like about yourself, some of the things you don't. Unbelievable competitor. Unbelievably impatient. This dude, man, is a blue-collar grinder. I try to quell that in him when I don't even quell it in myself. I got a desire for him to be happy. I'm less concerned about my happiness. He's been all over the globe chasing this football thing. He was just in rookie mini a couple weeks ago with the Buccaneers. He just graduated from Boston College, got 2 degrees. First person in our family, man, with an advanced degree, man. He's a master of something. What you get the masters in?
Leadership.
Oh, that's funny.
Yeah.
We outside making the community a better place. No,
That's fine.
I'm like, bro. How the hell you knew that dude wasn't her man? He said, because when I looked at her, she didn't look away.
Remember me? To this day, there ain't no jipping me. If he bigger, then we bricking him. He with them niggers, then we stripping him and whipping him. Yeah, it's Oppo, baby, I'm a mess. Show no sympathy. She say, Oppo, baby, you the best. Put that dick in me. That was off of Zan. She don't want me off that Hennessy. Started all this drama, now my chopper going.
Team is cooked already?
Oh yeah, you ready to roll?
Yes, sir.
Ready to roll, bro.
You told everyone.
Starting to cut. Yes, sir, skate. Yes, sir, skate.
I'm texting him, and then Harley texts me, you wanna go get coffee? I'm like,
Time it is.
some people are doing that too.
Classes. Ooh, yes, sir, skate.
I'm looking for the outlets. Where the?
Come on.
I'm trying. It's okay. I mean, it's good. It tastes like lobster, but it doesn't taste like crab. I don't know who said it tastes like crab.
Home team. Home team. I still. Hold up. Is there a charger? Old charger? Old one. There was one over here.
How the fuck you just did that? But that shit sounded beautiful.
It just happened to be a key.
That shit sounded magical than a monster.
And I still trap in the front of the back of the building. I put my cleats in the field like Barry. I put the beam on his top like cheering. I still get a bitch sprung off the dick like Jerry. Lost 2 bands, I was just on the earring. Get to a point where you just stop caring.
I still hit the studio, stuntman, X Games. Last year I was on next wave. I'm a king in this bitch like a chess game. I still make K next day, it's the same day. Lil Shock still hit my phone, I ain't read her text, I was late on jet plane. I'm still the kid right after the class, go rap in the hallway. I'm still the kid from the band, way back to the back of the car days. I didn't graduate from that school, but it taught us about life in the hallway. Sometimes I like where the shit just look more like you living on hard days. Calisthenics, I flex it's the arm day. Pyrotechnics, I pop shit in broad days. Sometimes talk about old days, how we made it look up until God things. No, you can't tell me nothing like Kanye. Rolly heavy as shit, make my arms swing. I still turn on the volume and tear up the parlay.
I still trap in the front of the back of the building. I put my cleats in the field like Barry. I put the beam on his top like cheering. I still get a bitch sprung off the dick like Jerry. Lost 2 bands, I was just on the earring. Get to a point where you just stop caring.
Don't go get embarrassed now. You saying some wild stuff on there. Don't go get embarrassed now.
Oh, he set me up. Take go see all this crazy stuff and then watch this.
Yeah, I heard you. Filthy mouth.